Hey everyone, yes, Feta to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. I'm coming to you from my sister's kitchen in New York. I'm over here for a little while taking care of my mom, so you'll see a little bit of a different setup for the next few videos. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make Fasolakia, which is basically a very traditional Greek recipe where we braise green beans with potatoes in a rich, delicious tomato sauce. I've done versions of this with meat, and I'll put the links down below if you want to cook this with meat. But try it just the way it is in this video, and you can thank me later. It's so delicious, it's comforting, full of good nutrition. You can serve it as a main or as a side. Let's get started. So I'm going to begin by finely chopping this medium red onion. Just finely chop it and add it to the skillet with lots of olive oil. It's going to cook over medium heat until it's nice and soft and golden. That takes about 8 to 10 minutes or so. And then I'll stir in 4 garlic cloves that I've grated. Those are just going to go in until they're nice and fragrant, just a few seconds, 30 seconds max, because grated garlic can tend to burn if you overcook it, and then it leaves a bitter flavor, so try not to do that. Next, we're going to add in the green beans. These are string beans that are sold, trimmed, and all of that, so it makes life so much easier. They're going to go in with potatoes. So I peeled and I cubed 3 Yukon Gold potatoes. You can use russet potatoes if you like. Potatoes are really nice because they thicken the sauce and they add some body to the dish. So the potatoes are going to go in with some salt, freshly cracked black pepper. If you have crushed red pepper flakes, you can add them in at this point. If you're not using fresh dill and you're using dried instead, add the dill at this point and about 1.5 to 2 cups of water. Mix it around as best as you can and bring this to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, reduce the heat to a medium-low, cover the pot and simmer it for 30 minutes or until the potatoes are tender and the green beans are almost fully cooked. We're going to remove the lid, and then I finally chopped some fresh dill. Fresh dill has such great flavor. The dill is going to go in, and I'm going to increase the heat to a medium-high. And I'm going to let this cook uncovered for about 15 minutes. This is going to help the potatoes cook fully, and the sauce is going to thicken slightly. You can taste the sauce at this point, and if it needs more salt, you could add it. Once the potatoes are nice and soft and almost melting, this dish is ready. We're just going to finish this off with some finely chopped parsley for some freshness. Give it another taste to see if the seasoning is just right. As this sits, the sauce is going to thicken a little bit more, so you don't want all of that water to evaporate fully because the sauce is one of the best parts of this. I like to serve this with a nice chunk of feta. Of course, if you have olives, you can add some olives on the side too, some crusty bread to soak up that sauce. Those potatoes should just melt once you put a fork to them. The green beans should be nice and tender. This dish tastes so good, hot, at room temperature. I like to eat it even cold, but my favorite way to eat it, again, is with some bread to soak up that sauce, and it's ready to serve. And there you have it. My Fasolakia are ready. The green bean and potato stew comes together in no time, just like that. Fresh green beans are definitely ideal for this, but if you have frozen, throw them in the pot without thawing them out at all, and the dish will just come together in the same way. I would steer away from using canned green beans just because they're already kind of cooked and mushy. So you'll have to play with the cooking time a little bit. If you like carrots, carrots can definitely be added to this. Sometimes in Greece we add zucchini at the last 15 minutes of cooking. There's so many ways to make this even better than I've already made it, but definitely try it the way it is. The carrots are going to add a little bit more sweetness to it and another layer of flavor. I like to serve this with a big chunk of feta cheese on the side, some nice crusty bread to soak up that sauce, and that's it. They're ready to serve. Like I said, I've made this with chicken before, and I love it with chicken, but this takes me back to my childhood. So comforting. So much flavor. I love the fresh dill in there. When I'm cooking this in my own kitchen, I usually have dry dill, but I think I'm going to venture out and get the fresh dill more often because it does wake it up a little more and add that nice burst of flavor. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. It keeps fresh in the fridge for 4 or 5 days. You can make extra and freeze it so that way you can have something on hand on those busy days where you don't have time to cook. You can head on over to the website, dimitrasdishes.com, to get the step-by-step instructions, any tips and tricks that I might have forgotten to share with you. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and if you have any recipe requests, I'll add them to my list. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Gracias.